making music and art is something that I can do well in a technical sense, but it's something that it humbles me, and it's not, it's not like something that I'm in control of or the master of. It's something that I need to learn from. So I think being able to do that full time, being able to work as a musician would really be the dream. My name is Ben Merkel, and I am from Pennsylvania, from right outside Philly, and I'm making music, going to school. We started out as Candy Fumes with a different lineup, and that was sort of the first debut of the music that we're doing. And that sort of fell apart, but was quickly replaced, and spaces were filled back in. So we got this new lineup now. So we got Oliver, and we got James Visconti. He's rocking that bass. We got Donovan Collins. He's playing drums.
It started as a poster in Ryder, the music building. It was written in crayon, and it was they needed a drummer for a girl band. So I texted the number on there, and it was this girl named Rachel, and she was like, "Yeah, you're not a girl, so you can't be in the girl band, but me and my friend Ben are in a band, and we need a drummer." I think she said that. So Ben, a lot of the songs, actually all the songs so far, he wrote them a couple years ago, I think when he was in high school, but he's never put them out as full recordings or non-MIDI recordings. He's never had a full band do stuff, and the MIDI recordings, they sound different than the actual finished product. But it's been kind of fun to have those the scaffolding of those pieces, and then we write our own, we put our own twist on them. But now that we've been gigging for a little bit and recording those, once we get all those songs recorded and a couple more that he's written, we want to start writing as a band all together. But so far it's been pretty successful as far as just working on those songs and putting our own spin on it. We're just kind of trying to figure out our sound right now.
A lot of times it's a story that I want to tell, or some sort of something that can't be expressed verbally. I'm not really the best orator. There really isn't fulfillment in music, right? And in art, there's never been a time, I've written songs and I've worked on pieces of art that I've been really satisfied with, and I really enjoy, and then 2 months down the line I look at them again and they just don't measure up to what I'm able to do anymore, or it doesn't feel as important. So I think really accepting that it's your Sisyphus, rolling that boulder, and then every time you think you've figured out something new and you've reached that new peak, you've just raised the bar that much higher, and you need to, I don't want to say accept defeat in that way, because that's not what it is, but accept that you're never gonna feel fully satisfied, and that's the process. That is what art is you're always searching for that next idea, next thing that pushes you.
Yeah, because I'm always running around with class, I don't have probably as much time as most people do to practice. So what I do is I just listen to our demos. I record, whenever we have practices, I record that on my phone. And so I'll just listen to our practices over and over again when I'm in transition somewhere, or on the bus. And that's another way that I rehearse, is just thinking of new stuff to do, or thinking of stuff that was bad last time I played, But then when I do get time to practice, I'll use my little practice pad drum set at home, or if I get some time alone in the practice room, but it's hard to do that, especially with my schedule and the availability of everything.
It comes down to being able to manage a schedule to some extent, be able to communicate, with other people, create. It is sort of set goals and have larger goals to work towards. It helps that part of my degree is music recording, so a lot of the time I can get away with working on my own stuff and just submitting that. I think ultimately my goal with Snowplow is to keep going as long as we can. Try to pay the bills, maybe.
I'm applying to grad school. I would like to do that as a career, but I hope I hope I have time to also gig. Like, I don't want to stop gigging. I don't want to stop making music. I think without that, I would feel pretty hollow. I always want to be doing something. That's why I'm trying to stay in the Boston area for grad school so I can keep being part of the music scene.
I do have a lot of anxiety to play. It's actually one of my least favorite things to do. Like, it's not. I love playing. I love just like making music, but getting up in front of people is crazy.